Ooh, I've published another book. It's called CELPIP Writing Practice. I'm so excited about this. Hey, a month ago, I published my first book, CELPIP Speaking Practice, and so many people since then have been writing me and saying, Mark, when are you going to make a writing practice book? So I've been working hard, and today I'm releasing my writing practice book. Hey, if you would like to get a copy of my book, you can just go to my website, metv.cool, and download a PDF copy on your computer or on your cell phone. If you have it on your cell phone, then you can take it anywhere you are and do some studying for CELPIP. So you can just go to my website here and click on CELPIP, and then you'll see my speaking book and my writing book. Thank you to everyone who has purchased my speaking book. That has been a huge success. I'm so happy that it's helped so many people. Every day I get messages on YouTube and by email saying, thank you so much. I've done great on the exam. So I'm really happy that I can help people pass the CELPIP exam because I know it's a really hard exam. You can do it. Even if you fail the first time or the second time, keep trying because you can do it. Okay, so in my book, I give you a 12-sentence model that I think will really help you learn how to structure your answer. Now, why is it 12 sentences? 12 sentences, why is that? Well, because on the CELPIP writing test, there are 2 tasks, and each task requires 150 to 200 words. Okay? Now I want to ask you a question. How long are your sentences? Have you ever stopped to count the words in your sentences? How long are they? Next time you write something in English, I want you to count the number of words. Okay? So I would say that a short sentence has less than 10 words. Okay? A medium sentence has, about 10 to 20 words, and a long sentence would have more than 20 words. Now, in your writing, it's good to have some variety, right? You shouldn't just have short sentences. You shouldn't just have medium sentences or long sentences. You should use a few of each. Okay, it's nice to have some variety. You'll get a better score on the test if you can use some variety. Okay, but let's say the average sentence is about 15 words. Okay, so 15 words times 10 sentences, that would give us 150 words. Okay, so really, this is not very long. Your answer does not have to be very long. When I was writing my answers for this book that you'll see in my book, it's full of examples, okay? When I was writing those answers, I was always amazed at how short it actually is. It's just a few sentences and then you're done. Okay, so you have more than enough time to do it if you have some good typing skills. If you type like this, then maybe you should take a typing class before you do this. Okay, so 10 sentences is really all you need, and 15 words in a sentence, that's not very many words. That's just a normal sentence. You just need 10 normal sentences and you're already at 150 words. Now, let's say you have 14 sentences. Okay, that's 210 words. Okay, now if you go over the limit by about 10 words, that's okay. I don't think they're going to take any marks off. If you're under 150 words, I think that's okay too. If you are around, let's say 140 words, I think that's okay. But it's better to try to keep it somewhere in the middle. So I would say the best idea is to aim for about 180 words, okay? That would be about 12 sentences if you have an average of 15 words a sentence, okay? So I would aim for that. That way, if your sentences are a little bit longer, great, you'll be closer to 200 words. If your sentences are a little bit shorter, you might be like 150 or 160 words. Okay, if you add a sentence or if you take away a sentence, okay, there's some flexibility. So that's why I think you should aim for 12 sentences. And in my book, you'll see most of my answers, I think, have 12 sentences. Sometimes I added some sentences or maybe took 1 or 2 sentences away. But most of the time, I tried to follow this model that I give you. Now, there's actually 2 models in the book. One model for task 1 and another model for task 2. So I wanted to help you learn how to structure your answers. That's why I gave you these models. I think you're going to find these very helpful. Every situation is a little bit different. You need to be flexible, but I think these models are really going to help you improve your score. Okay, now these models have 4 paragraphs. 4 nice paragraphs. It's not good to just have 1 paragraph in your answer. That just looks like one big block of text. You need to break it up into several paragraphs. You don't need 4, I would say have at least 2. You could have more than 4, but I think more than 4 would be too many. 3 or 4, I think, would be ideal. Okay, so here's a sample answer from my book. Okay, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a closing sentence, and then that's it. Now this is for task 2. So in task 2, we don't have a greeting like Dear John, and we don't have a closing because most surveys are anonymous. Anonymous means that nobody knows who you are. Like if the city is taking a survey, they don't probably need to know who you are. They just want to know your opinion. So you submit it online or somewhere, and it's just anonymous. That means your identity is hidden. Okay, so in my book, you're going to see 4 parts to each question. You're going to see the question and some tips. That's where I give you a lot of grammar tips, okay? This isn't a grammar book, but I give you the most important grammar mistakes that I've seen people do. I read people's answers. I help people practice for CELPIP all the time, or actually I used to. I stopped teaching private lessons. But so I know all the common mistakes that people would make, okay? So I give you a lot of really good grammar tips in this section of each answer, okay? Then key terms, that is the vocabulary that I use in my answer. And then lastly is my answer, okay? So really the purpose of this book is to show you sample questions and answers and try to improve your vocabulary a little bit and give you some grammar tips. I think all of these things are really going to help you improve your score. And that's what I want. I just want you to pass the test, because sometimes people fail 4, 5, 6 times and they get so discouraged. I don't want you to be discouraged. You can do it. Keep trying. I think my books are going to help you pass. But anyway, I want to know, what score are you hoping to get on the writing part of the test? A lot of times people say, Mark, I'm trying to get a 9, or I'm trying to get an 8 or a 10. I want to know, what score are you hoping to get? I hope my book helps you get there. Let me know down there in the comments, and I'll see you over in the next episode of Mad English TV. Take care.